In this video I will introduce to you the standing pillar principles, how to position yourself in standing Qigong in order to stand efficient. It's about learning how to place your body, how to release into the structure of your body in order to guide gravity from the head into the floor without using unnecessary tension to hold against it and to carry heaven. So we have 4 points that we need to align and set in order to get this. One point is the head, the next point is the chest, the next point is the pelvis, and the last point, the standing point, which the weight is passing through into the floor. So it's about positioning them, balancing them over each other, releasing everything in between to guide gravity from heaven into earth through our body, releasing instead of holding. Let's first start with the head, how to position the head. The first thing we have here is the highest point of the head, the Bai Hui. This point is pulling up like you're hanging on a string, like a marionette. This point pulling you up into heaven, while the chin is not going up like this. Often people do this, see from the side, chin is going upwards, but you pull up and the chin is going inward and slightly down. And here's coming the third point in the back of the head, the Yuzheng, that is pulling backwards. So we have the 3 points: up, down, and back. Up, slightly down, and back. Like this, our neck is aligning more. Pop, pop, pushing back, stretching softly the neck, to balance the head on top of the spine. Here you can also use a bit tension in the beginning, because most of us have so shortened muscles in this area, because we're all the time running around like this, like monkeys, that the muscles here in the back of our neck are already shortened. So to open them a bit and to align the spine now, we need to first go a bit into something like a tension, into a stretch also, to give space to open this area. And with the time you will use less and less tension of the muscles, and you will also less and less feel stretch, but the head will be more and more on top of the spine. So in the beginning it's okay to have there a bit also tension, but then try while standing to release more and more the tension while staying in the same position. The second point, the chest. Here the chest bone is collapsing into the body. So like the chest bone is going downwards. This means we're creating space for our shoulder blade muscles. The shoulder blade muscles release, and the shoulders rolling slightly forward, like this. So now we can really feel the arms hanging softly down, and we feel the weight of the arms in our shoulder joints. Don't do something like this, that the shoulder blade is coming up and the shoulder is rolling up and forward, but release the chest, feel the heavy shoulder blade, and feel the heavy arms in the shoulder joint. And this will naturally bring you in the position. So here we have these 3 points. Chest bone, shoulder blades are heavy, and the shoulders slightly roll forward while the arms are also heavy. And from here we go to the third point, the pelvis. Here we need to roll the pelvis slightly down, like this. As if the tailbone, someone grabs you on the tailbone and pulling the tailbone down. So we're connecting ourselves with the tailbone into the earth, while the Bai Hui is connecting into heaven. So you have these 2 endpoints of the spine that give space to the segments of the spine and stretching the spine with the time. When I practiced this in the beginning, and I came to Wudang Deutschland and learned this, suddenly I gained like around 3 centimeters of height. And this is, in my opinion, I have no scientific proof for this, but in my opinion it was connected to this better posture and the stretching of the spine, yeah, bringing more space to the segments of each vertebra. So the pelvis is rolling down, the tailbone pulling downward, the lower back is roundening slightly, yeah, you're going out of this hyperlordosis, okay, but you relax the lower back, yeah, you feel the heavy tailbone and you have this slightly round, more or less straight lower back area, yeah. Like you're sitting relaxed in a sofa, I always say. This feeling you should have. This needs also a bit time until you have a feeling how to shift the pelvis, yeah. So there you have to, if you never did this, you have to play a bit around and with the time find the right position. Because it is also not so easy to roll the pelvis while relaxing the hip joints. Okay, the hip joints should not be too tense here. So now we come to the last point, the standing position. Okay, here now it's important that the weight goes through the Yongchen point. Yeah, this is here slightly the point before the football is starting. Yeah, here is this point that we call Yongchen point, and here's where the weight should path into the earth. Okay, so your weight is equally to both legs, slightly more forward. This means my heel is touching the floor, but it's light. Yeah, we are not standing heavy on the heels. So it is good in the beginning, a bit really softly also, to bite the floor. Yeah, like almost no tension. I call this sometimes intention. Yeah, the intention of grabbing the floor, that you naturally. See what happened here? Whoop, slightly bringing the arc up, yeah, from this collapsed position to whoop, slightly grabbing and lifting the roof. Then the knees are also slightly pushing out, yeah, so you're not falling in like this with the knees, but whoop, they're slightly expanding. We say feeling a pung in the knees. Yeah. So now with this you have now all the points. You have the standing position, you have the pelvis, you have the chest, you have the head. Now you can bring in the hand position. This position we call Bowie and Shoei. The right hand is going into the left hand, some tips touching each other slightly, and you hold this position in front of the center. We say the dantian is like 3 fingers below the navel, inside the belly, and this is where the center of the position is also held. Okay. My elbows are not collapsing backward like this, but they are a bit like also round and pulling to the side. They're having an intention again to the sides. And this is also the area we breathe to. Okay, so when you see here from the side, my belly is in the inhale coming out and in the exhale relaxing. Yeah, you're not forcing the breath, but you, with your intention to this area, with the observation of the breath and this area, you naturally guide the breath into the belly area. So you have with the inhale, expanding of the belly, and with the exhale, collapsing of the belly. Okay? And from here, you stand in this position for at least 10 minutes. Yeah? Breathing in, inhaling, filling the belly, bringing all your focus into the center. Yeah? Observing the breath, observing how the breath is warming and massaging your organs. And with the exhale, you relax and you see the tension flowing from up through your body down into the feet, into the floor. So with every breath circle, you're getting softer and softer and more aligned, giving yourself into the posture and finding more and more efficiency in standing. Yeah, so as I said, at least 10 minutes. You can also stand, of course, longer, 15, 20, 30, yeah, up to you, as much as you want. Try this first, 10 minutes, and then next video I will show you also other positions you can stand, and I will also show you how you can do a warm-up for this kind of standing, yeah, to get a better understanding even for these 4 points and how to position yourself.